Hey there, gang. It is time for another unboxing video. I've got a box of books right here that I'm going to be grading for sale on eBay, and looks like a little mix of everything. Some older books on the top, some newer on the bottom, and in the middle there, some trade paperbacks. That's odd because I usually don't get trade paperbacks to grade for sale on eBay as a single book lot. So be interesting to see what that is. But we will make that discovery together. So if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke, and this is another unboxing video. So, same deal as always. I am grading these books for sale on eBay. The seller name is .com Comics, and that is my job. I work for a company that buys collections from all over the world. They come to our warehouse in Freeport, Maine. They're parceled out into different sales streams, whether it's CGC or eBay or our physical store, and in different types. Again, CGC or selling as singles or in multi-book lots. And the books that are set aside to be sold as singles, one book lots, those end up here on my desk where I grade them. That's pretty much what I do full time. So, it's just fun having you looking over my shoulder as I break into a box because I never know what's going to be in one of those boxes. It is the boss, Big Sean, who does that sorting, and I have no idea what is going to be in any given box. Could be anything. So we will find out together. Let's get some business out of the way. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the groovy things. You know how YouTube works. I am doing a little bit of a giveaway, a promotion. This, what you're looking at right here, is a Silver Age Smallville PVC set, and I will be giving that away at random to a subscriber once I hit 247 subscribers. That's sort of what I'm setting as my first goal, my first tier, I guess. And I'm a Legion fan, so if you know the Legion, you know 247, that is the magic number. Adventure Comics 247, their first appearance. So once I hit 247, I will draw a name at random and give away this PVC set. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment. Every comment between now and whenever I hit 247 will be entered. And yes, if you are already a subscriber, then you're halfway there. All you have to do is just leave a comment. And I think the first comment you can leave is let me know where you're watching from. That's kind of interesting to me. I'm tucked away in a corner up here in Western Maine. And it's just, I'm wondering, are you in the States? Where in the States are you? It's just kind of neat to see, what the spread is, where everybody's tuning in from. But other than that, let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I did tell you a little bit of a fib. I say that I don't know what is in these boxes, but these first couple, this first stack right here, I know because I'm the one who put them in the box. because the other day I happened to be working on some lots. I was creating some lots, and I found some books that I thought, that should maybe sell as a single. That would bring at least $10 maybe on eBay. Although this first one's kind of a shot in the dark. I only picked it because it's signed by somebody. It's a Hero exclusive. Of course, Hero is a thing of the past. It's sealed, so it's it hasn't been opened since it was sealed, since it was signed. I don't even know who Extreme is. It looks like an Image character. I don't know who these signatures are. So it's going to be, when I pass these books off after I grade them, the person who lists them is going to have a little bit of research to do. But anyway, I figure, it's a sealed book. Let's not put it in a lot. Let's go ahead and try it as a single and see what happens. So I have no idea what this is going to bring because, frankly, I have no idea what it is. This one, though, Captain America number 12, this is signed by Mark Waid, and I think that's Andy Kubert, or maybe it's Adam Kubert. I think that's Andy Kubert. And so yeah, I figured, a signed book, otherwise this is like a dollar book. This would go in one of our dollar bins. But with the signatures there, even though, we can't verify them, somebody else could have written Mark Waid and Andy Kubert on here. Oh, no, I take it back. I can, in fact, verify it. As well as anything can be verified. This is a Dynamic Forces sealed copy, so it is sealed with a certificate of authenticity that they're claiming anyway, that these are the signatures of, well, this says just Mark Waid, so it doesn't even say Andy Kubert, but that's his name there. But this certificate is just for Mark Waid. So Andy kind of snuck his signature in, I guess. This is number 218 of, what does it say, 1,500 signed copies. So anyway, I couldn't put that in a lot or a dollar box or whatever. This one I normally would put in a lot. Cable, number one, doesn't sell for much, but I didn't have anything else to pair with it to make a good lot. My theory, and this is kind of borne out on our sales stats, my theory is that if you've got books that are from the late 80s or newer, and they're in very fine or better condition, your best option, except for the occasional hot issue or key issue, your best bet is to sell them as a fixed price lot rather than let them go as an auction lot. Because if I had, say, for example, Cable 1 through 10, and I did that as an auction, well, the odds of somebody coming along during the 5 days that auction is live and bidding on it, well, not just one person, but two, because you need a bidding war, right, to drive the price up. So the fact that at least two people are going to fight over that issue during those particular 5 days, that's probably not going to happen. I have seen Cable lots 1 through 10 even go for $2, $3, 99 cents. But if I put this up, 1 through 10 at $20, it might sit there for a while as a fixed price item, but eventually somebody's going to come along and go, hey, those are like new issues, and that is, less than the original cover price, $20. That's a deal. And of course, the other thing, you could just stick them in the dollar boxes, but some of them you'll never sell. You won't get rid of them, and you'll end up stuck with them. So better to let them go as a lot. And the other thing too, with a fixed price lot, you generally want to have consecutive issues. You want to have 1 through 10 or 11 through 20 or whatever it might be. You'll get a much better return that way, more interest. So anyway, I didn't have anything to pair this with. I had other Cable issues in that particular box, but they were higher numbers. And so I didn't have anything to make a good fixed price lot with. So I decided, well, we'll try it as a single, even though frankly, I'll be surprised if that goes for more than $5 or $6. Anyway, Iron Man, I pulled these out of the dollar box, or what was bound to be a dollar box, because this is I think that's the cameo of the Hulk. No, this is the first appearance of the Hulkbuster armor, and this is sort of the first full appearance where you've got the Hulkbuster armor actually fighting the Hulk. So those both go for quite a bit. So I had to pick those out and sell those as singles. And then Guardians of the Galaxy. The price guide says that's a $20 book. It'll probably sell for $10, but that's enough that it's worth selling as a single. So those are all of the books that I actually put in that box myself. Now, from here on in, I don't know what we're going to get. But let's see. Let's check it out. And we've got Tales of the Teen Titans, number 44, first appearance of Dick Grayson as Nightwing. That's a big book. This is, what is this? Oh my God. Wait a sec. Where are my glasses? I gotta put on my glasses so I can actually read this. So this is a foreign reprint of, well, it may not even be a reprint. It may have been published concurrently with Amazing Spider-Man 301. This is Lieutenant Spider-Man number 4. So what language is that? Is that French? Is Lieutenant, is that French for amazing? Does this say in here? Bandes Dessinées Fantastiques is the name of the publisher. I'm going to say that this is a French edition. Yeah, it says here Jean-Malin Lassalle, Quebec. Or maybe it's a French-Canadian, Quebec. That's weird. Well, again, the lister's going to have some work to do researching these. Here's Lieutenant Spider-Man number 2. Huh. And it's $1.90. So is that $1.90 Canadian? Yes, $1.90 Canadian. So these are French-Canadian editions. Not just Canadian, but actually French-Canadian. These are Quebec comics. That's crazy. Huh. And apparently they're they're not in order because this would be, I think, 363, and this is 301. What year were these published? Unfortunately, they've got some damage along the spine here, but they're still pretty neat. Does this have a date? 1992. So it's fairly concurrent. This actually, so this is a French-Canadian reprint of what was originally a giveaway book, the Amazing Spider-Man Chaos in Calgary, was part of the hit and run promo books. They were originally promo giveaway books. There were 4 of them, and each one had a different title. And then they were sold at the retail market, and this must be a French-Canadian version sold about that same time. Wow, that's crazy. Here is Le Tonnant. I'm probably not even saying that right. If you're French, please feel free to correct me in the comments below. Nouveau en français. New in French. So that is, I think that's a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man. What's that, 362, I think? Second appearance of Carnage. Huh. And this is part of that same thing that was a giveaway series, then sold at the retail level. And this one is La Rondelle de Troyes. And I can't remember. One issue is called, I remember, Hit and Run. And then there was Chaos in Calgary. I can't remember what the I'm just laughing because I can't remember what the original title is for this particular issue. And my French isn't good enough to know what La Rondelle de Troyes is. So I can't even translate it for you. It's definitely an anti-drug, anti-cigarette thing, but oh, and we've got 2 of them, so that's interesting. What else we got here? So this looks like an older reprint. Marvel Troydan en X-Men. Format triple. En français. Heritage edition. So I think this is actually is a French book rather than a Canadian book. We've got some Defenders. We've got Nova. This looks like it might be a reprint of X-Men 94 or Giant Size X-Men #1. Huh. Len Wein text, Dave Cockrum, dessin. What is dessin? Must mean art, right? Huh. Yeah, and I think that's Giant Size 1. Huh. What year is this? 1976. So it would have been, about the same time. And then you've got some Defenders reprints in here, and huh. Here's a reprint, not in very good condition. You can see that top staple. French reprint of Tomb of Dracula. Les Vengeurs. La Take de Sentinels. You know what? I have to move this Composite Superman out of the way because I can't really get the books on full frame. I feel like I'm going off frame too much. So there you go. Well, what do you think of that? The Incredible Hulk. That is, I think, number 300 being reprinted here, and number 138/139. Maître du Kung Fu. Not the Maître D, the Maître du. The Maître du de Fou. I have no idea what issue number that's reprinting. Although 100/101, so this is like 2 issues. Probably is printing 2 Marvel issues in one, maybe. I don't know. Oh, it's got a nice poster in the center there. Did this Hulk one have a poster too? No, it did not. It did not. Doctor Strange. That, I think, is that's the 70s Doctor Strange series. I remember that cover. G.I. Joe. en français, in couleur. Daredevil, La Home Sans Pure. En français. This is an early issue. And look at this. Now they have him colored kind of weird. This is a very early issue. This is his original black and yellow costume. Whatever issue number this is reprinting. But they have colored it to kind of make it look all red. Although why they didn't do the same color red everywhere, why they did the yellow parts of the original costume in light red, I don't know. But, This is 1979. I don't know if I know what issue number again this is reprinting. This is part of the Korvac saga, Les Vengeurs. And I like how normally the A goes like this, you know, and so they have the V kind of mimicking it, just flipped. Et tous les héros qui s'aiment. Here's another Daredevil. And this one's kind of colored kind of funky too. They couldn't quite get Daredevil right, could they? They made his boots and gloves yellow and the chest symbol yellow. This one doesn't feel like it's 52 pages. I'll have to count them up. Feels like it might be missing some pages. That's crazy. All right, here's some more. Here's some more. I'll grab another couple here on top of those. Ooh, I see what that trade paperback is. All right, so this is, I think this is 149. This actually, the American, the quote-unquote real version of this was my first issue of SpiderMan as a kid. I think that's 149. But this is Le Tonnant SpiderMan number 50. So they were definitely printing these things, unless this was another series. They were printing them out of order? I don't know. Here's number 149, 150. We're back to Les Vengeurs. Format spécial. Ooh, is the Squadron Sinister. Quels milieux l'important? Assez parler. Here's another French of Thor. Another Thor. Les Puissants Thor. Les Pussy Thor. The Mighty Thor. Well, the pussy is mighty, so. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm 14. Le Pussy Thor. Puissant. This one's got a little bit of water damage or something at the top. More Thor. Oh my God, Jughead. What is French for Jughead? Jughead. I bet you if I go to Babelfish or Google Translate and I type in Jughead, I am not going to get Jughead as the translation. But, oh look, Hot Dog. His Hot Dog's name in French is Hot Dog too. Huh. This one's also got some water damage. That's too bad. It's a French Captain America. Captain America. Et Londres se cache Hulk. Gamma Droid. And Conan la Barbare. Barbarella. Huh. Well, that was fun. That was worth breaking into that box all by itself. All right, here are those trade paperbacks, and this is an important book. It's important to me, and I'm surprised that Marvel doesn't still have this in print. There were two published in, what was it, 74, 5, 6? I'm not sure exactly. Origin of Marvel Comics, and then the second volume was Son of Origins of Marvel Comics. And those were, and this I can see by the cover price, this probably isn't a first print. But these were super important books in the 70s. I mean, you didn't have a lot of trade paperbacks and collections. That really wasn't the norm at the time. And so when these came out from Fireside Books, which I think is a division of Random House maybe, it was kind of a big deal. And it was a big deal because, again, unless things were reprinted in the regular books or you had a reprint series, you didn't have things like this. And so when I was a kid in the 70s, I got these books as a gift from somebody, probably a Christmas or a birthday. I don't really remember. I had them as long as I could remember. And so I was well versed on the origins of all of these characters. So when I picked up a new Iron Man or Daredevil, I knew the backstory going in. And so that was just kind of a big deal. And I'm surprised that these books aren't kept in print. Now, both of these books, Origins of Marvel Comics and Son of Origins, they're looked at a little askew today because the foreword by Stan Lee, he gives himself, well, he does kind of a foreword, before each story. And it can be fairly said that he gives himself maybe a little too much credit in the creation of each of these characters. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the publishing info. These are not in the best of shape. Well, that looks like it is a first print. I thought by the price that it wasn't a $6.95. I thought the originals were $5.95. But maybe that's just the origin of Marvel Comics. And it is 1975. And if you don't know books, this little string of numbers right here is what tells you the printing. Because if it was like the second printing, the 1 would be gone. If it was the third printing, the 1 and the 2 would be gone. But yeah, so, and the other important thing about these books is that it gave me a chance to see people like Steve Ditko and Jack Kirby at their height. Because when I started reading comics in the mid-70s, and by what I call my golden age, 77, 78, Ditko and Kirby were kind of past their prime. They weren't, I don't know, whether they were working on muscle memory or their powers had actually degraded at all, or maybe they just looked old-fashioned to me compared to what were then the hot new artists of George Perez and John Byrne. But giving me a chance to see those original stories, their original work, I could really make out just why Kirby and Ditko and others, Don Heck as well, Gene Colan, although, Heck degraded some. Gene Colan, I think, stayed right at the peak form right through the end of his career. But a lot of the others, not so much. And this gave me a chance to really see and appreciate, especially Kirby and Ditko at the height of their powers. And, of course, again, to see all of these stories for the first time. And a lot of these are, if not the first reprint, very early reprintings. So, if I was in charge of Marvel Comics, I would probably do like a Marvel Origins ongoing series. Every month, like a 64-page book, and have an origin of a hero, of a villain. You could have a newer origin as well, or not just origins, but first appearances of the different characters. And you could have a newer first appearance, but newer books, the decompressed storytelling, the stories go on forever. So you'd have to have, well, actually, it could be used just for this purpose to reprint the issue that has the first appearance, and then say, for the complete story, see such and such a trade paperback on sale at such and such a date, available for order at your local comic shop at such and such a date. Give both so people know when it's going to be on sale, but when they can pre-order it at their local comic shop to make sure that the shop does in fact order in copies. But yeah, that's what I would do. Anyway, And this was after Origins and Son of Origins, they did Bring On the Bad Guys, which was all first appearances of various Marvel villains. So, and then this was a kind of one of the first graphic novels, and this is a full-length Silver Surfer story by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And this was, again, I think Fireside Books. And this came out in 1978. You can see here. And it looks like this is also a first printing. You see it's got the one there. Let's check this Bring On the Bad Guys just for fun. Yeah, that looks like a first printing as well. 1976. And after Bring On the Bad Guys, there was also one on the Marvel Women, and I think there was another one. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, we have sold these in, really nice condition for like $40-50, and I think we've sold this for like more than 50. I'd have to look it up to tell you, but these are not inexpensive when they're in nice condition. These are a little rough, but well, that was cool. That was cool too. We've had a lot of cool things in this box. Let's see where we go from here. Is it going to be uphill or downhill? So that's it. That is everything that we have there in that box. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you had some fun. We'll see you in the next video. And until then, well, no, actually, before we get to the goodbyes, let me remind you, please subscribe, leave a comment. If you do, you'll be entered into the drawing for the Silver Age Smallville PVC set. But yeah, until the next video, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.